आज भी मेरे साथ है खड़ा, आने वाले कल में भी होगा। उठते हुए उफानों में।
Keep listening to the song. We're just getting in the mood. Hear this? Alright, and welcome to Wednesday Live with me, Samir Soni. I didn't want to stop that song. I want that song to go on and on and on and on because I love that song. And that song was sung, written, and composed by our guest today. And her name is Vihan, which I will introduce her to you, right? That's correct. Man, today was a rough day, huh? I just found out that Corona is not the only pandemic that's going around. Seriously, I'm sorry to break this bad news. Hi, Preeti. There is another major pandemic that's going around, and it's called insanity. And that's on the television. Stop it! God, this is an orange, this is an apple, this is an orange, it's an apple, it's an orange, it's an apple. Make up your freaking mind! Okay, sorry, I had to get that frustration out. Because I've been getting thousands of calls from news channels. So, what do you think? Oh, what do you think? Oh, who did this and who did that? Shut up! Go home! Leave me alone! I need to listen to music and talk about God. Yes, today's show is only going to be about music and God. Okay, so what happened the other day, I was thinking of, I think I mentioned to you guys that I wanted to lose some weight. So I was exploring this thing about fasting. So I came across a video about this girl who fasted for 40 days. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Let's see how she did it. And she was like, I think 18 years old. So I was like pretty impressed. And I clicked on that video on YouTube, and there was this girl, and she was talking about fasting. I said, okay. And as she's talking about fasting, she's talking about God. Now that happens to be my other favorite topic. I love talking about God. I believe in God. I love Him, fear Him. And I don't care much for religion. I mean, I have respect for everyone. Good, whatever you follow, fine. Good for you. Live and let live. So she believed in God, and that touched me, right? And she maintained a diary for 40 days, and she's written how her handwriting went from one thing to another. Extremely candid, very amicable. And I was like, okay, who is this girl? So then I clicked on another video of hers, and I saw her singing. And man, could she sing. I mean, that was just superb. I mean, I love music, and yeah, so it just blew my mind. So I said, I have to get in touch with this girl, find out more about her, and let you guys know about her. Because she's all of 25. Right now you have girls and guys going on TikTok and Reel and doing this and that. And here is a girl who is singing songs dedicated to God. I mean, when did you last hear that? A 25-year-old girl who's writing songs about God, singing them, composing them, has written more than 200 songs, has produced videos over 500. I mean, that doesn't happen often. And I think, given the negativity and the bitterness that's around us all the time, I thought we needed something sweet and nice. So I found my guest, and her name was Vihan Damaris. Maybe I should just get her on. Yeah, let her talk. Let her talk. All right, Vihan, are you ready? I hope you are. Here we go. Okay, it's gonna take time. All right, just to speak a little bit more about Vihan. Vihan is a Christian singer. Okay, so she sings essentially for Christ, which is fair enough. She considers herself as servant of God. Lovely. And she belongs to the Haven Fellowship. Okay. And unfortunately, her Hindi apparently is not that great. That I'm going to ask her about, because she's lived in Mumbai and she'll learn some Hindi at least. Aja. Okay, we go. Ha da da da. Connecting.
Hello.
Yay!
Hi, sir.
How are you?
You are making me cry saying all those beautiful things.
Well, I'm sorry, but they're all true.
Wow.
I was just, oh God, you win me. You win
When
me
did
over.
we ever see an actor go out of his way to do something like this? I mean, I love talking about.
Don't blame me. There's scumbags all around.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm so amazed.
No. Like I said, I love music. If I'm going to be born again, I want to be a musician. Definitely.
Wow.
It doesn't matter what kind of music. It touches my soul. I mean, I
I
love
enjoyed
acting.
hearing you sing just now.
Yeah, it was just amazing. And God, that's been my fixation since I was a little child. Not very
Wow.
religious, but yeah, firmly believe in God, and I believe, as long as He's there, we're good. We're good. So that's why I thought I'll get in touch with you. And first thing, hey, okay, a shout out. How is Yona?
Jonas, good. He's good. He's getting better and better every day. He's on medication.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I even heard him sing before in another video, and man, he's
Yeah.
pitch perfect. Like you've been sharing with people. You want to tell people? You want to tell my friends about your brother?
My brother is called Johan, and he's visually challenged, but we always think that we are the ones who are blind at home, and he's the most sighted because the way he sees things is so different, and he sees in a much more dimensional way. And he has some incredible talents which are quite genius. Like he can sense a note, a musical note, without knowing the name. He can remember it for a long time, and he can replicate that perfectly. This is a talent not like very few people have. I think 1% in the whole world have this. That's
And
one
he
of his
has a
talents.
great memory with the dates and stuff as well,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I saw that as
Calendar
well.
stuff, yeah.
And tell me, how's Kitsy doing?
Kitsy is great. She was so jealous. She was like,
She messaged me.
I want to see. Why not
Where
I
is she?
getting the
Where is she?
message? Kitu.
Let's say
I
hi
call
to
her
her.
Kitu. Kitsy, come here.
Kitsy, don't be shy. Kitsy, don't forget to put on the
Okay.
sunglasses.
You're beautiful.
Right up here.
You're beautiful.
Okay, your parents. Did I get
Yeah.
this right? Because they sent me a lovely, lovely note, and
Mhm,
because I
yes.
think they were just curious, why the hell do I want to talk to you?
No, they thought that they can DM and you may take that as a question for your life. They were not like, what are you doing? Nothing like that.
No. I understand.
Come.
So did I get Raylan's your mother's name?
Rayla.
Raylan. Hey, Kitsy, what's up?
Hi.
Man, you can sing too.
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry.
Right. I heard that one song, but she can't hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I heard this one song on the keyboard she was singing. Man, that was like a high notes she was hitting.
Thank you.
Wow.
Everything is from her. All the learning.
Everything from her.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from her.
Hey, do parents get any credit in this or not?
Oh my gosh, my parents get 100% credit.
They're the original musicians.
Yeah.
Your parents are names.
My parents, my
Noel?
dad is a songwriter. I mean, my mother is a songwriter as well and a singer. And my father also plays and sings. Plays the
Noel,
guitar
right?
and sings.
Noel,
yeah.
Noel and Kayla. Man, what a talented family. And your mom paints.
Yes, she's an
I
artist.
saw her paintings.
This background, I didn't realize it would come. This is something she's doing for a puppet show.
I went on her Insta.
Yeah, she's an amazing. Yes.
She writes?
Yes, she's a writer, artist. She's all of the creative things.
You guys are like blessed and how?
Oh,
Yeah.
so blessed.
I'm jealous. I had to fight my family to be an actor.
Oh.
Study. Really, really incredible, man. Really incredible guy. All right,
Thank
let's
you,
talk
thank
about
you.
I want to talk about your journey. Get hang around. That's okay.
See you.
Yeah, she's listening.
Don't be jealous.
Don't feel jealous, Ethan.
No, I won't. I'm very happy.
You better not.
Okay, Vihan, now, when did you discover music? Let's start first. What did you discover first? God or music? Let's go with that.
Well, that's a difficult question because my parents are so into both of these things
You
that
grew
I
up
feel like
listening.
from the womb, both were kind of poured onto me. I grew up listening to music, listening to them sing. My mom would sit at the keyboard and sing. My father would play the guitar and sing. And prayer and God was a very natural part of the conversation. That's how I've grown up.
So when did you start playing a guitar or whichever instrument, first instrument?
I was singing as I started talking, so that was simultaneous. But the guitar
Serious?
came, yeah. As I was learning how to talk, I would also be humming and singing
So
because it
by
was so.
3, 4, you
It
could
was.
hum and stuff?
I was singing by 3, but like by 1.5, 2, I'm like trying to sing with my parents.
Getting a complex now. Damn.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
wow.
I don't act. So
No, no.
okay.
That's
Huh.
too bad. So when,
The
okay,
guitar.
the guitar.
The guitar started at 13 years old. I just went to my father and said, "Will you please teach me also? I also want to play."
Okay, now,
Yeah.
when was the time? I mean, you obviously had the talent. You obviously was a great singer. I mean, evidently, if you can sing by starting at the age of 2 and 3. And then, when was the fasting thing that came into your life? Because I was pretty fascinated with that. Because how old were you
Oh,
when you did that?
yeah, I was 17, close to what you said. I just finished second PUC and I wanted to know my purpose, like what career to take. So if I know the career, then I can take the degree, so that kind of thing. And then I thought the best
Why?
person,
Why was that ever a doubt that what career you would take?
because I loved so many things. I loved music, I loved art, I loved writing. I was very confused with what to focus on. I felt like
Okay.
I could do any of those things.
Yeah,
So
but we look, at that age, we all are pretty confused. But we don't land up
I know.
fasting for 40 days.
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even I was confused. I did not go that way. So
yeah,
there's got to
it's
be more.
very
Come on.
there's more. Well, I thought the best being to ask is God because he can see the future. That's what I believe. So let me just ask him. But then while I was asking, I realized I don't really know him well enough to hear what he's trying to say. And then he put on my heart to take this 40-day fast. If he hadn't done that, I would have never thought of doing
You're giving a disclaimer on
something.
this. It wasn't your decision.
It wasn't my decision. No, I would have
Really?
never been able to do something like that.
40 days? So
40
did mom
days.
did mom and dad say anything that we have a
They,
17-year-old girl, she should be out somewhere and doing whatever, watching a
they were
movie?
not super happy, but because we share belief in God, they were like, okay, we'll
So
keep an eye on you.
So did you have to persuade them and say, look, this is what I want to do? Or was it like, okay, I mean, how easy or difficult was it?
It was easier than I thought. I thought they would throw a tantrum because typical Indian family that way with food. I mean, we've never skipped a meal or anything. But when I told them why and told them the conviction behind it, then they were like, okay, if God has asked you to do it, then we are not going to come in the way of that.
Tell me, how
That's
does
how.
a 17-year-old figure out when God is talking to her?
It was a process. This 40 days was like a crash course
No, I said before
in,
that, before you took that decision, how do you know, or how did you know at that
oh,
time? Because it's remarkably young.
okay.
Hmm.
I think being a quiet person came into play. It helped
Yeah, I
me in
bet.
this.
Introvert.
Yeah, I was such an introvert. Apart from my family, I didn't really speak to anybody. I had like 2 or 3 people who I'd maybe talked to. So I was alone a lot at home, at school, like sitting by myself. And so I began to like talk to God and find who is this being? Because I feel like he is someone who's not going to see, am I a loud person? Am I catching his attention? He can just see me. So that was like a comfort for me, a friend for me. I had a relationship by that time already. And I would ask him for like signs to show me something because it was not very developed. But he would show me a lot of signs for even small things like, is there a holiday tomorrow? And those kind of things. Small
Okay.
things.
You know,
Yeah.
I do have an axe to grind with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're aware of this because
What is it?
the axe is that now every time I call up God, he's busy because he said, I'm talking to you all the time because she's constantly, Vihan is constantly talking to me. And I said, God, I got a question. He says, Samir, love to talk to you, but Vihan's got another question for me. Yeah, Vihan, what can I help
Oh my
you?
God.
So, I mean, hey, you know what? You've got mom, dad praying. You guys are all into, God and music. What about us souls, man? Leave some time for God for us as well. That's not
I
God.
will I will tell
Stop the
him,
monopoly.
don't talk to me right now. Please talk to Samir sir. Please
Yeah. All right.
hug
Oh,
him
you
and
heard it.
love
You
him.
heard it. You heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt that. Hey, yeah, right.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay, tell us, walk us through the journey of 40 days. So I'm sure the guys will be fascinated. Now, what was a typical day like? Because I saw the video and there was this progression that was going on. I think people would like to hear from you. And what happened? Go on.
All right, sure. Wow, you are giving me such an amazing opportunity, and thank you so much for that.
Well, I think we need more people like you. There's enough.
Likewise,
People
likewise.
are looking too much outwards and not inwards and upwards. So I think we need you. So go for it. Go for it. All yours. All yours.
All right. So I went into this not knowing what to expect. I just wanted to be able to know, is God real? The truth, although it had a relationship, it was not strong enough for me to answer my friends who believed in different things. It was not strong enough for me to say, yeah, this is the truth. And yes, it is completely real. And it's not my own like thinking or imagination or influence. So I went into it just wanting to know, is God real? Is it the truth? And if He is, then I will dedicate my life to Him.
At 17.
Starting, yes, because I'm
Now, I just don't
quite
want people to know
serious.
this. I want this to register that people know what we're talking about and the magnitude of what we're talking about. You know, it's not just one-off thing. It's just a 17-year-old girl one day wants to figure out what she wants to do with her life, looks towards God, decides, and God speaks to her, and she decides, okay, so now for 40 days I'm going to listen to God and maintain silence and pray and fast. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah.
So I've set it up for the people. Now you can tell them the experience it was. Sorry.
All right, I will. So I'm just someone who has been taught that you should do everything with intention. So I didn't want to live life just following other people or just doing college just because I have to, just doing a job just because I have to. I want to know, do I have a purpose? What is my existence for? And God seemed to be the answer for all of that. So I thought if I can know God and find Him and speak with Him the way my parents speak with Him constantly, then this will solve like everything. So that's how I went into this. I thought I'll read the Bible, which is called God's Word. So what better way to like hear from God is to just read the Bible itself. I thought I want to finish this whole Bible within this 40 days. Because I'm a reader. I was a reader already. I was already reading. Yeah, I was already reading like hundreds of books.
Because
My
I've
whole
tried and
school.
failed. I was like, yeah, read the Bible. And I was like, half the time, I'm like, okay. So, sorry. My shortcoming, and I know he'll forgive me for that. Okay, go on.
Of course. Yeah, I loved reading. And so I went into this reading this book. Initially, very honestly, it was very boring. So I totally get you. It was hard to concentrate. The Bible is so heavy. There's so much of stories and names and history. And the first week was mad crazy. I couldn't concentrate.
And
My
you're not
stomach
eating.
was, I'm not eating. I had like
Okay,
a
when you
little
say
bit.
you're not eating means what? I mean, that means you're
So
not eating. Yeah, go on.
I had a little bit because my faith was not that strong that I could just straight go complete 40 days without anything. I had a small breakfast every day, but still it was big for me because lunch and dinner are the main meals usually in India. So it was a big fast for me. So my
Sure.
stomach was constantly like, give me some food. My mind also was confused. I was not able to really get anything from this word, and I felt like I was not like hearing a voice of God or anything like that. So the first week was super, just kind of pushing myself, just because I'd taken the challenge of 40 days. I'm going to keep trying as hard as I can. But by seventh day, I lost it, and I thought I'm done. And I took that to God. You see, if you make a deal with someone, you need to like tell them, "Look, I'm out of here." So I went to him and I said, "I said, God, I'm so sorry, but it doesn't look like I'm be able to be your servant on this. I don't think I have what it takes. I don't have the obedience. I don't have all the righteousness. Nothing." And he just led me to pick up this instrument and pour out my feelings to him. So I began to do that. I picked up his guitar and I started strumming.
My wife is saying hi to you.
Oh,
My
hello.
wife,
Hello.
she's
Oh my
in the other room with my
God.
daughter and she's watching
Wow.
us. So, yeah.
Hello.
I don't know if my daughter might just kind of chip in. She's 7 years old. Okay.
I am not used to this. Okay.
What happened?
I'm
Hey,
not used to.
yeah, what happened?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's good.
It's good. It's
He
good.
called me up. Called me. Look. He's not going to come down and physically do things for you. He's going to talk to people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing's a coincidence in this life.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. There we go. So I began to sing like, give me the mind to carry on, strength and will to stay strong. I am not able to find a source of peace and love. And as I began to sing,
Your mic is touching something for the rustling.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Then it's still drum.
Oh, that was bad.
I would love to hear that though.
I can hear it replaying.
I'd love to hear that.
Okay, I'll just do it again.
Yeah.
Is this okay? Yeah, okay.
Go for it.
Give me the mind to carry on, strength and will to stay strong. I am not able to find a source of obedience and love. That's what I sang.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Man. So this you wrote
Yeah.
while it was going on?
While I was complaining to God, yes. And as I'm complaining, he cheekily puts these words in my own mouth, which are like, I'm telling him, I'm glad you'll catch me because I'm falling all the time.
Okay.
It's a simple line. It's a simple line, but it did something inside when I finally realized, oh, I don't have to be God. I don't have to be the one holding up the universe. I don't have to be the one who is like obedient and righteous. God is that. God is the perfect being. So that made all the difference to me. And I began to look up the Bible very differently after that. I was able to like, it was unlocked. I was able to understand what is written. And it began to be alive, like God's word. It was like God is speaking to me. And I was delighting in it. So it stopped being like a duty till in all the years till then. It was so much like a duty. It's something I'm supposed to do. Read the Bible. Okay, I'm going to read the Bible. But after this moment, it was like, oh, what's God have to say to me today? What is he going to say to me today? What new treasure can he show me from his universe today? What is there in his heart today? That's how I began to read it.
It's not like you grew up saying that I want to be, a preacher or something, or,
Never. I never would have thought
So
that.
what did you dream about growing up?
Growing up, honestly, I told you about the talent in our family. I was a little brat. I was arrogant. I was proud.
I cannot believe that.
I mean, you may have to ask my primary school mates because I was the class monitor at that time, and I would like bang on their desks and be like, "Be quiet, everybody!" And there, yeah, I was quite something, and I thought like everything is at my feet, and I have everything that I need, and God really humbled me from that time till now. He showed me like everyone's the same, everyone is talented.
So you had initially the sense of being superior or better in some ways?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, and God broke that down. So why I became quiet in school, after primary school, we kept shifting schools. I realized that all of my classmates are equally talented, they're clever. And there were some incidents that happened in school. Like I had this bunch of friends who we thought we were like the best of the class. One clique was there. And I got kicked out of the clique one day because I made the mistake of talking to somebody outside that clique.
That clique, okay.
Yeah. And after that, when I got kicked out and I was at the mercy of everyone else, it's like, oh no, I made a horrible mistake here. Everyone is just like me and I'm no better than anybody else.
That's pretty surprising given your upbringing and then, being surrounded by God's word and music and everything, for someone to be a brat. It's like, seems a little, yeah. Well, okay. God gave you time, that's fine. All right, have some fun. I'll teach you a lesson later on. So
Yeah, that was just.
So you were in which grade when this whole thing of being part of the clique and that transition happened?
That was very small, actually. That was till third standard, and
okay.
from fourth standard till my whole college and everything, I was very like, no, I wouldn't talk. I didn't want to become that person again. So I was just like taking the back seat and allowing others to shine and everything. I even stopped singing for a long time just because I just wanted to, like, I don't know, I was shocked at my own self, I guess.
So you have some experience. Now I'm sounding like a shrink. You've had some negative experience.
I did.
Which kind of makes you internalize everything and reevaluate everything.
Yeah,
so now it's I have a very interesting observation for you. Okay, because you're going on a tangent, but we'll come back. Because watching your videos and stuff. Because I remember hearing you say that you're an extreme introvert. Okay, as I am. I don't know if I'm more or less. I don't know how much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, leave me alone kind of guy, right? But if I connect with people or something, I like to have a meaningful conversation. I cannot have a random thing. Polite conversations that destroy me.
Yes.
Good for you. Go do it. Just leave me alone. But what's very interesting, which I found when I observed myself and I saw you, because I've seen a lot of your videos and you do talk a lot.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Well, it's very fascinating for a person who's an introvert, can't really talk with people, but when left to her own comfort level, can really express and wants to express.
Yes. So social media is like one of our best friends, I would say.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, now I think it is a best friend, but earlier, I mean, I wasn't in any social media thing. I'm not a social media. Anyway, sorry. Let's continue the story then. Okay, so 7th day of all the days. Like we know God made the world in 6 days, and 7th day.
Yes,
that's so 7th day. He took the 7th day to wake you. He gave 7th day to you to wake you up.
He left me in the dark for 7 days, and that 7th day was the time. Boom! Let there be light.
Then what happened? What was the transformation from there?
Then I just felt like I don't. All the pressure went off of me. The pressure to be a good girl, a good Christian, whatever. That whole thing went off, and I could just lean on God's strength, God's perfectness. I didn't have to have the answers. I didn't have to have the wisdom. I could just take my struggle to Him. God, I'm hungry. I could take it to Him. And He tells me something so beautiful that I forget that I'm fasting. The whole 33 days remaining, I began to not feel any hunger or any kind of missing of my regular life. I was just enjoying spending time with Him, reading His Word, talking to Him. I would sit in my balcony in the night and just pour out my whole life and have Him it was like a counseling session.
But would you go in and out, or were you constantly in that zone, so to speak, in which in God's presence, or whatever you call it?
I think there was a constant connection, but there were definitely times where it was much more, and times where it was, it varied throughout the day. I would say in the night was my favorite part because everyone would just sleep at home, and I would go to the balcony alone, and it's like pitch black, it's silent, and the stars are shining, and I could feel like God looking at me, and He's like focused. And I'm sorry, didn't he was too focused? Maybe he didn't speak to you, but I don't think that was the intention. But I could just feel him. I could feel him, and I think that if he can see me so focusedly, somehow he sees everybody. I don't know how he does it, but maybe we're not supposed to know all these things. I could feel his focus on me and just want to hear me talk. Although he knows me, he knows my heart, he knows what's going on in my life, but he enjoyed this moment And I enjoyed it so much more. So I was getting healed of things from the past. Any question that I had, I would put it to him, and he'd give me a sense of what is his answer. He talks also through his word, which is written. So he'll sometimes how he'll speak is he'll remind me of verses. I'm like, oh, that's nice. So that's also how the word came alive. Although it's like text, it could also be like so alive over here. And it was just beautiful. So beautiful.
And you also, I mean, I realized that you also learned to speak different tongues that you could hear.
Yes.
I remember watching that one. Yeah. Was that during that time or was that much later?
No, this was more recently. This was like, I think 2
And you
or 3
still
years
can't speak
ago.
Hindi though? Or you did get a few phrases then? You did get a few phrases.
I heard what you said. I heard what you said before I came on. I did learn Hindi, but I'm so, I don't know, maybe I'm just not gifted with languages because I studied English so dedicatedly, but I'm still not like pro at it. I studied Hindi for so many years, but I can watch a movie, I can understand, but speaking is a little bit
it's a practice.
Thoda.
Basically, you feel uncomfortable. Thoda na. I hope we haven't chased the Hindi speaking people away. Like, never mind, that's okay.
नहीं guys, मुझे आता है लेकिन मेरा accent
ऐसे बोलोगे ना जो सुन रहे वो भी भाग जाएंगे. ठीक है? So let's just stick to English. Okay?
Yes.
You know what's fascinating is that when I was a kid growing up, and I was roughly in, I think, 4th or 5th grade, and I was again an introvert, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know when, because I remember distinctly what you said about the balcony looking out at the stars. And for me, moon represented God. I don't know how. Who put that thought in me? I have no idea. I remember, in my room writing or something or doing homework, in 4th or 5th grade, and looked at the moon and kept thinking that was God, right? And I came up with this line, and I actually remember this because it still stayed with me. I said that, God, you throw me into the ocean, okay? And I can't swim. But you don't fool me because I know the moment I'm about to drown, you pick me up. And just when I'm relaxed, you'll throw me again because you want me to learn how to swim. Wow. So, yeah, that was my equivalent to your balcony episode that I had. I was like, whoa. Even now, it's annoying, actually, because it really is, because out of the worst things, the best things happen. The day you say, oh, man, everything is falling apart, the world is coming to an end, next morning, something good happens. And then you look like a fool. You're like, yeah, really? I mean, couldn't you do this earlier? I mean, what were you waiting for?
I wanted us to feel that.
I have no idea. You know better. I don't know. I'm confused about him. I choose to know he knows what he's doing. So I'm like, all right, buddy, you hang in there. Okay, All right. So what happens after that? So when does the music kick in and writing? Because you got a song that won an award, which I love that song. Love Your India, is it?
Thank you for playing it. Love India, yeah. Love India.
I played it.
Yeah.
So you want to play it?
No. I heard you playing it before I came on.
Yeah, I was playing it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really,
Thank
really
you so
amazing.
much.
And also, I've been, again, like I said, from the videos, your approach seems very interesting to me because you're questioning a lot of things and you're very open about it, about quote unquote, what is beauty? And I know you've struggled through that in your own mind. That, well, is this it? And, why am I not feeling good about myself? Or am I, and there are a lot of people who struggle with that. Yeah. Right? And to this day and age, you feel you need to be like this or be like that. And so you wanted to go ahead and talk about that?
Sure. I just noticed that when I looked in the mirror, if I didn't have makeup on, not that I put makeup much, but even the little makeup I do put, if I didn't put that on, or if my hair was not perfectly combed like it isn't now, I felt so ugly. And when I did dress up, I felt so beautiful. And then I began to question this because sometimes you're sick and you can't do much for yourself. And okay, so are you ugly on those days? And knowing how God has fashioned us so perfectly, He says that you are my masterpiece, you are wonderfully made. then why am I feeling ugly? Or like, what's going on here? I just began to question the whole thing. I questioned makeup. I questioned the whole hair removal thing, the whole straightening hair, curling your hair, all those hundreds of different things which are there for girls and guys also. And I thought, okay, let me just try an experiment where I just stop everything that I do that makes me feel beautiful, and let me feel beautiful even when I'm not doing anything that the world says this is what makes you beautiful. I mean, you're an actor. You see how in movies someone is called like a nerd or an ugly person just because they don't have makeup on or they're not done their hair a particular way. And then they have this makeover and suddenly they're successful, awesome people. Everyone wants to talk to them. I think that's so
I think
sad.
it's yeah. This is the social pressure. That's where parenting comes in. Really, if you see it from the other perspective, is that if you have this inert confidence that you are good, then it's like suddenly if you're in a good mood, for example, if you go out, the worst of weather seems fine. The traffic is not an issue, right? So the society, therefore, I think it's very important what you're saying, because there are a lot of people who kind of lose themselves. In this thing, start judging, oh, I want to look like that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, my personal take is just, if you kind of feel it inside and you don't feel like that all the time. There are good days and there are bad days.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was like so impressed that you were so candidly talking. And I love that example you gave about the forest. You please tell the audience about this. I'm sure they're going to love it. About a man and a woman being stranded in a forest.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. I was like, wow.
Sure. So I actually borrowed this from a comedian. He brought up this. I didn't narrate it word for word in the video, but he brought this as a joke in his set. And he's like, just think now, we think women are the more beautiful gender, but put both on an island and leave them for a few days. The man is going to become more and more muscular, caveman, strong. But the woman is going to be like hair popping out of everywhere. There's no makeup on her face. She's going to get all kinds of things on her face. Now, who's the more beautiful gender?
Oh, man. I don't know. Well, I don't think, okay, look, let's put it this way. You can't say which is the more beautiful gender. Yeah,
No.
Well, there'll be no reference points, right? And everybody's
but what it made me think of is, so all we have come to understand beauty is the outward things. And that's not cool. That's why there's so much of insecurity, especially among women.
Okay.
So
let's not make it sexist now. Don't make it sexist, but
yeah.
There's insecurity both ways.
No, it's not just, surely.
No, because, as far as the appearance is concerned and stuff like that, very often, this is kind of giving a more social look to this or point of view. For example, in US, all right, worldwide, say about 20 years back or whatever, you probably were barely born then, but a certain kind of look was considered the good look, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you needed to have, fine, light eyebrows or whatever, for example.
Yeah.
Or have certain kind of features, right?
Yeah.
Because that was dictated by the leaders. And the leaders were white people.
Mm-hmm.
And they were successful. So the masses kind of look up to them and say, oh, this is the way I need to be. But then you take one African American, like a Michael Jordan, who becomes really successful, one couple of rappers, become really successful. And now, having like bigger lips, which was considered bad looking, is now really good looking.
Thank God.
So girls are kind of going towards that. So because it's almost what you associate with success, I feel personally, that the whole society seems to gravitate. But if you're not centered enough, you just keep following them and saying, "Oh God, okay." So I was just like, Okay, I lost my. There were a lot of questions for you actually. I'm gonna go to the questions as well. You want to sing us a song? That'll give me time.
Sure.
What do you want to sing? What do you want to sing for us?
What would you prefer?
Look, firstly, I gotta give a shout out to your friend for Chattan.
Yes, Prakriti.
Prakriti, lovely, beautiful, what a great job. And you're brilliant as well.
Yeah, and their team, Bridge Music, they're amazing.
Okay, sing
They
a
wrote the
song that
song.
you want to relate to people.
Do you want me to sing that song? Or
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah? Okay.
Sure.
At least that way some Hindi can come in, right?
Hindi with me.
Okay, just stop me if my mic is.
It is rusty.
Maybe I'll unplug this for now.
You've got like a undergrad degree in communications, right? Is that correct?
Sorry?
You have an undergrad degree in communications, correct?
I do, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
खबर के बीच में तू कहता है थम जा ये ताकत है तू ही मेरा ईमान खबर के बीच में तू कहता है थम जा तू मेरी ताकत है तू ही मेरा ईमान बीते कल में तू साथ मेरे था आज भी मेरे साथ है खड़ा आने वाले कल में भी होगा उठते हुए उफानों में तू ही मेरी चट्टान बढ़ती हुई लहरों पे तेरे कदमों के निशान बीमारियों में तू कहता है उठ जा ये हो मरहबा तू ही मेरा ईमान बीमारियों में तू कहता है उठ जा ये हो मरहबा तू ही मेरी शिफा बीते कर में तू साथ मेरे था आज भी मेरे साथ है खड़ा आने वाले कल में भी होगा उठते हुए तूफानों में तू ही मेरी बढ़ती हुई लहरों में तेरे कदमों के निशान बीमारी दे तेरा सच कहा मुझ पर तेरा बस न चल सका ऐसा कोई शस्त्र ना बना जो कर सकेगा मेरा सामना जो कर सकेगा मेरा सामना Yerumbivarum Uyagalile Pireyandan Kamalai Bombivarum Alagalile Padante
my God. Oh. God bless you. God bless you,
God
Manda.
bless you.
You should have been reading the comments. They're like, people like, awesome, amazing. One person says, why doesn't she go for Indian Idol?
Oh.
And then a bunch of hearts coming for you.
Oh.
And then people saying, who is she? Who is she? Oh,
you are
my
so
God.
sweet. Just bring me on your page and make me
That's all
sing.
right. Like I said, I didn't do it. I got a call. That's what. I didn't do anything. I got to ask you some questions before we run out of time because...
We should do this. Thank you.
No, really. God bless you, man. Okay, I got a little questions from some of my fans and stuff.
Right, sure.
Sure, let's, it'd be interesting to hear your perspective on this. It'd be nice. And before we go on, Vihan, you're amazing. Alexis, you're so amazing. Very nice. This is all for you. They got heart signs for you. Where can I hear it again? Mary says lots of love it. You are a blessing, Vihan. God bless you. Superb singing. Hi, Vihan. Wow, Blessy says that. Bless both of you. Hey, thanks, man. And then Mukima says, bless you. Rakesh says, bless you. Amazing girl is praising amazing God. One guy says, you're amazing. Hey, Holy Spirit, love this. Bless you.
No words. No words. Just so grateful. I'm so grateful right now.
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you.
I'm just running out of time and I feel really bad about it. For people who've asked you questions. Okay, there is Sufrati Gujral. Okay. Because I was like, I didn't want to be selfish and just ask the questions that I have. I thought, let's open it up. What do you think about this thing having a guru kind of a thing? That's Sufrati Gujral says that, sir, I want to ask that, is it really necessary to follow, quote unquote, a guru to establish a connection with God?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I'm because someone is saying that it's like, oh, wait. Just a second.
Say to have a guru to follow God? That's the question.
Yeah. So, is it necessary to follow to establish a connection with God?
So I'm just thinking of an extreme scenario where, say, an island. No. For us, what we believe is Jesus was that guru, and you believe in him, and you get to God. So you don't need anything else. That's just the path, and you don't need a person to teach you. It's helpful. It's very helpful. It's helpful to have conversations. It's helpful for someone with more wisdom to teach you and guide you. But is it necessary? No, there's already somebody for that.
Who's done that for you? Good one. Okay,
For that, Jesus. Yeah.
So now you have Preeti Gowda who's saying, hello, sir. I'm so happy that you're going to meet Vihan, who is an inspiration for the youth who want to live righteously. Please ask her about her journey since childhood. Well, okay, we've already done that. Okay.
Yeah.
Preeti, we did that. Sorry. Samantha says, blessings to you, Samir, sir, and Vihan D. This is Samantha.
Blessings.
My question for Vihan D is, what would be a good theme song for your life?
Ooh.
And I request, please sing any one line of that gospel song you would like to share with us. So what would be the theme song for your life? That's an interesting question.
That's a good question, yeah. Well, I'm actually, I'm working on an album, a gospel album. And there's probably the first song on that album is probably my theme song. So maybe I can sing a line from that, though it's...
Please, we'd love to hear it.
I've not really shared it at all, but
first time
I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
I'm going to be like a news channel. Exclusive for the first time. Breaking news. Vihan's new album, man. The first time.
I mean, this is a great place to do it with you. All right. So this song, I just woke up singing. I just woke up from bed singing. It's just straight from my heart. So it went like this. And I believe in you. Yes, I believe, 'cause I know it's true. I am waiting for the day when I see you face to face, 'cause I know
Lovely. So when is the when is the album coming out?
Well, I'm hoping for this year. It's all there. I just have to.
Have you put it down? Is it like recorded it as yet, or is it
The
just?
songs are there. The songs are composed. I just have to record it and produce it.
Okay, listen, we're gonna get cut off because it's already almost an hour. But I want to continue with this, so I will end the conversation and I'll make sure you join again. Okay? So you guys hanging there. We're gonna continue this session because we can't leave it halfway through. I have a lot more things to talk about. Okay? So we'll end this and we'll join you in a minute. All right, we are live, and let me see if Vihan is still there. Now let everybody join in. Come on, let's join in. Join in. Hello. And we are back. So you were telling us about your album that hopefully should come out whenever it does. Just tell us about it. What kind of is a theme to it? Obviously it's going to be about God. I understand that, but this is your first album. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the title? You've decided a title?
I have so many singles, but this was one evening 3 years ago when I woke up singing that first song which I shared, and it just continued for 2 hours. So song after song after song. I'd never experienced anything like that. I felt like they were downloads from heaven.
And you write it down?
I was just recording it on my phone because there's no time to even write. It was just like,
wow.
It was amazing. Yeah. So I got a title.
Moshe.
It's called An Evening with Grace.
An Evening with Grace.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's a lovely title.
That's how it felt.
An evening with or in? That would be a good question.
With. It's like I was having all these convos through song with Grace. That's how it felt.
And how many tracks are going to be? Is there like a theme with that, or just that one evening or whatever that happened, that one day, whatever happened?
Yeah. So they were all very like personal convos with some were questions to God, some were me declaring something, some were God saying something. So that's the connecting thing among the songs. I recorded 13, and I'm not very sure how many will end up being, but I hope all can be. Yeah.
Okay. One question which I think you addressed in one of your videos is that how you intentionally went away from secular music. I don't know what that really means, but okay. To essentially Christian music, I guess we could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Would that be a good way of kind of categorizing it, or is it wrong?
It's the only words available, though they don't fully encompass what it means.
But how would you, which kind of genre of music, as a musician, pure musician, do you find yourself drawn to and listening most of the time?
So I love all genres. If you ask me what's my favorite song, I think that's one of the most difficult questions because I go by the lyrics, I go by that particular song, that particular message. And so I can listen to rock, I can listen to pop, I can listen to blues, like whatever genre it is. If I connect to the message of the song or the vibe of the song, then I love that song. And about me dedicating myself to God through my voice, I say gospel music, but actually what I mean is songs that are glorifying Him specifically. So it's not a particular style. It's not like only church music or anything like that. It's just the content is glorifying of Him. And same way when I say secular, that's such a big word. It can mean like anything.
That sounds like, okay, I never heard of that before. So yeah,
I mean, India's a secular country. It's just
I didn't know what's the music being secular. So anyway, that's fine. That's fair enough.
No, it's again, it's not the best word. It just
the best available.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so my question to you is that you write the lyrics yourself, you compose the music yourself, right? Obviously, your songs and your lyrics are praising the Lord, right? That's good. That's fantastic. The music on which the lyrics go, all right? I'm curious about that music. As in, because you can easily have the same lyrics in a rock bass or in a blues way.
Yeah.
So did you ever consider that might be a good way to reach out to more people in terms of the word of the God or how you feel about him?
Yeah, actually,
It might bring you more mainstream. Okay.
I mean, like I said, I've not fixed on any particular genre. This is the genre I want to do. Actually, we recently with my friend Tilak released a rock song, which is a gospel rock song. And I was in a gospel rock band in college.
I think I just saw a video which you almost sounded like a heavy metal song kind of thing. I don't know if that's the same one.
It was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So it's not a particular style at all. I mean, I want to do that. I think music is just a tool. You can use it however you want to bring out whatever you want, to make others feel whatever you want them to feel. It's just a tool. You can say whatever you want with it.
Correct. So okay, the point I'm trying to drive home is that I should put this in terms of no, nothing negative or anything. No, not that. It's because I've had a similar experience in which I was very true to myself. Okay. And then I realized me being true to myself did not do justice to what I created or what it was. Okay. So I feel that if you were to not to ignore the mainstream, whatever draws you, it can't be a sellout. You can't sell your soul, right? Right. But since you do have such a diverse music background, it would be amazing that the same words, becomes accessible, even if it means in a different language. I think that'd be a fab because, you have no idea after I put your song on, Chattan. My God, I have been bombarded. Where can we get the song? Who's this girl? Oh, wow. So did you realize that, you still got to say what you really wanted to say? Yeah. And it was available for like millions of people, especially in a country like India. Yeah. Especially are you asking me if I'm rap open? Songs going on talking about nonsense. So no, really. I mean, it is true. I'd love to hear a blues song from you. That'd be like an amazing. I am so open to that. I'm very open to dabbling in other languages. God help me learn it, but I'm very open to writing in other languages, singing in different styles. I think my current shortcoming is right now I don't have like a band as such who can play different kinds of styles. So I just have my guitar. I know a particular way of playing. So the songs I put out are one particular way. But actually my desire is to do it in many different styles, different genres, because I love different genres. Oh, this is a good shout out to anyone because you obviously have a fabulous voice, I mean, anyone who wants to produce an album or something, and or wants to join a band. You're Bangalore based, right? Yes. So I'm sure, people who are watching here, who says, I will come. Disciples of Christ. I will come. Huh? Okay. Come over, man. Okay, good for us, yeah. Yeah, so that's okay, I'm looking for other messages. Okay. All right. Okay, now any messages you want to say? How do you feel about the way things are right now? Random things. I saw your... If you were to, as random as if you were to talk to any other girl your age, let's talk about marriage. That's a good one. My niece My niece is your age and she's talking about and we keep discussing marriage. What's your take on that? Because I know you have an interesting theory on that as well. Ooh. Yeah. My take on marriage, I think it's a very beautiful thing that God has allowed for us. He's designed us to be married to a person. I think that's awesome. And I think marriage is a glimpse of how we are supposed to be in communion with God. He has allowed for us an earthly example of being one with a partner. And that's holy and sacred. The way He has designed it to be enjoyed and cherished and loved. And it's a glimpse of how He wants to be, not in a physical way, but in a spiritual way, how He wants to be so connected with us, in love with us, be in love with Him. That's how I see it. Looking forward to it someday. Man, look, I've been married for almost 10 years. I hope you're not disappointed. It's not all easy as that, it's not all that easy. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. You said about dating as well, that you will only date a person who you think you might eventually marry. Yeah. You're putting not who I think. Not who I think. Who God thinks. God thinks. But aren't you really putting a lot of pressure on that poor chap?
Well, I'm not, so I did not have a
So
list.
you meet a guy, and he's like, hey man, God's told me you're the one. And he's like, oh, no, no.
So I'm very tempted to be that kind of person, but God has warned me, please don't go around doing that. They're going to never talk to you again. So what I've told God is, you tell me who's the person, and you also have to tell that guy. So there's no pressure on him. He's convinced, and then it's all cool.
You pretty much put all the pressure in God's hands, right?
Yes,
And you
he can handle it. He can handle it. I can handle it. I don't know what I want.
Yeah, you'll find out. You're still young, and yeah. Anything else you want to tell viewers before we sign up? Because we're pretty much done. And if you want to sing a song for us again, because people went crazy when you sang that song. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So, any song you want to sing or tell people? Look, the platform is yours. It's not for me to talk. It's for you.
Are you interested to hear something a little different?
Okay, let's. Any song. I hate to say your favorite song, but a song which you were inspired by a lot. I was thinking of making you sing one song, but I'm not sure if you would be okay with that because I did a little research. I love the song Hallelujah.
Ah.
Okay, now I read about that, but I thought there was a kind of controversial song, isn't it?
Yes.
It's reference to David and something like that. So,
yeah.
So I love that song. It's the way it's sung anyway. So pick any song you like, which is your cover version of that song. Let's have it. A song
cover version.
Yeah, that people might have heard.
Okay.
I love your Tamil version also. I think that sounds very sweet. The Tamil verses in the other song. And there's one song which a lot of people said, which reminds me, Waymaker.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Yeah. Because I saw that.
Goodness.
I saw the video of Waymaker, and I saw your entire family being part of it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do Waymaker.
Okay, fine. Let's go. I just thinking my whole
Prakriti said, let's do Waymaker. Prakriti just said that.
Prakriti. I wish you could sing with me.
Yeah, Waymaker. Everybody's excited.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, you are Waymaker, miracle work, promise keep, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keep, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Oh, you are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are, and that is who you are. 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 That is who you are.
Whoa! Okay, let's hear your comments. Amazing! Okay. Now you're getting a lot of hearts, huh? Now did there boys or girls? Okay, there's a heart here. Amazing. Blessy says, amazing. Oh my, killing it. Go girl. Angela says. And there's another, this thing, phew. This is Dr. Anna Basker. Prakriti, she sent you hearts. Oh, bless you. Both the button feelings of the thing. Amazing, Vihan. Miss Jolie says.
Thank you so
saying,
much.
I am so proud of you. Mary Stella is sending you hearts. Shale on is there. Vihan, good. So, that was something soulful music.
Some of my friends here, thank you.
Wow. Please save this videos. Yes, I will. You're truly a blessing. Praise the Lord. Enjoy it.
I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed talking to you and singing. And,
you know, what I want to hear, now that I'm getting greedy, because I told you I love music, right? Can you sing me a song in Tamil? I do not understand Tamil. Would you do that?
Sure.
I would love that.
So you're curious or what is?
Curious? I want to hear a song. I want to hear a song because Waymaker, there were Spanish versions as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And there was a Tamilian version, there was a Spanish version, there was a couple of other languages. Yeah. So, and that sounded so nice. Even in Chattan, in the end, you spoke in Tamil, correct?
Yes, Tamil, yeah.
It sounded lovely. There's something about the sound which I really like. Yeah, sing a song in Tamil. Whatever.
There's one which I really love. It's called...
Do that.
Neer, Mathram, Podhum, which means your grace is enough. That's all we need. Tandeyam Devam Neer Mathram Podhum Yenakku Yehova Rapha Sugam Tarum Devam Tanum Bugala Sugamanum Yehova Shammah in Kudai Iruppi in Devailam Sambipi Neer Mathram Podhum Neer Mathram Podhum Neer Mathram Podhum Yenakku Oh, Neer Mathram Podhum Neer Mathram Podhum Neer Mathram Podhum Yenakku.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Okay, a lot of people said my favorite.
Thank you.
Wow. You made my day.
You're amazing, sir. You're really amazing.
No. It's all good. It's all from the heart. It's all from the heart.
I like how you put amazing with my name in your poster.
You are.
That was so sweet.
You are. And I think people need to know that. Because, I think that voice has to reach out to people because, like you said, you are an introvert and stuff. And this is also there, which is kind of being lost in the world, because what is crass is popular, right? Or people use that as a shock value. So the thing which has got something to do with something far more meaningful and talent, honest to God, to me, the greatest gift that anyone has is talent. So whenever I see a talent show, I see God speaking through that person.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're singing, you're in trance, and that's that's magical. That's just absolutely magical. So therefore, you are amazing, and your parents are they around? Can I say a brief hello to them? Are they around?
Oh yes, family,
come.
They are watching the same thing in the other room. Come no. I'm sure now they'll all want to comb their hair and stuff. You give them 2 minutes, they'll come.
That's okay. We'll wait. We have enough time. We'll wait.
Such
a relief. You know what I'm really excited about is so many people have joined us.
Yeah.
Because, people otherwise, you get the feeling they want to see just gossip and stuff like that. But we have people actually enjoy this and stay and get such tremendous reaction. So
you did so much promo, sir.
no.
And yes, our Heavenly Father also must have called a lot of people. Yes, so my dad is coming.
It's nothing happened without his permission.
Here is my father, Noel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you? Congratulations.
Enjoying this program.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thanks to your daughter. And I've heard you play and sing as well. And oh my God,
That
your whole
was
family
all
is
very
blessed.
basic things that I learned, and so the basic things that I've taught her too. And then she kind of graduated much far, really far, and I envy her. Yeah, and I'm blessed. Yes,
Be proud.
yeah, I'm very proud of her.
Because I
Yes,
think not only music, the values that you've given her, I mean, you can't take that for granted. So you've done something right.
Oh yeah, I think it's from the Lord God. He blessed with me. Yeah.
How are you? I've seen both of you play together and sing together. There's one song which I remember. What is that song? There's one song you both sang.
I think that was Waymaker.
Yeah.
We did together.
If you don't mind, can I push you guys to just have a couple of lines together because you look so adorable together?
Oh my goodness.
How do you say, Vihan? What do you say? Go for it.
Yes.
Go for it. Come on, let's hear it. That's the finale of the show.
Johan is not very well. He's
And you are so talented. Oh my God.
Who's talking?
Rhea, I still can't pronounce your name correctly.
Rayla. Actually, it was Rayla RN for Rayla. Our surname is Rajpally. And I tried to bring Noel into the...
Rayla's good.
Rayla.
Rayla's good. Absolutely talented, Rayla. Love your paintings and your writings. I went on your Insta.
Thank you.
I saw your paintings and writings. And I think you write a blog as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I went there.
I scribble in it. It's my journal.
No, it's very good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, now let's go for it.
Johan. This is our son, Johan.
Hey,
he's a bit creepy.
Yona.
Yes.
Yona, what do you make of my voice, man?
Good evening, sir.
That's okay. Yona, buddy.
He loved your videos, Yona.
Yeah. How do you
Thank you.
How do you tell C# from G or whatever? How do you do that?
How do you know it?
I go by the sound.
I go by the sound.
Oh, he's a little tired. It's okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. But we're gonna sing Waymaker now. So
Okay. So this is to all the fans. We're gonna sign out after this. God bless you all. It has been a delight and a privilege for me to be with all of you. Let's hear it and let's give some love and hope and peace to the rest of the world. Go for it.
moving in our midst. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, walking in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, you are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Moving lives now. You are here, moving lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, Light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are.
All right. Thank you so much. Love you all. Thank you for joining me on this lovely experience. God bless your family. And God bless your fellowship. Did I take the name?
Thank you.
God
The
bless
Haven
you
Fellowship
too.
and
Thank
your
you.
entire
Thank
family
you.
love you. I will
God
post
bless
this video
you
for
and
all
your
of you to
family.
see. And
God
then
bless you and your family.
thank you. Thank you, buddy. You take care of
Bye-bye.
yourselves. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Signing out, guys. Bye-bye.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Great, Silver.